2 weeks have passed and I still suck, but I feel better. If you haven't seen my first video about how I plan on getting to Global Elite, go ahead and click the link and check that video out. If you already have, welcome back. Let's go ahead and just hop right into things. For the first map of the week, I started off with the Pinnacle of Sweat, home of the tryhards, land of the Forsaken, and went straight into Mirage. I decided to go with this map as I was most comfortable with it compared to the others. This was to focus on training my aim rather than having to think so much about the map itself. Though I am far from understanding the true dynamic of the map completely, it was much easier to hone in on the aim factor with my basic knowledge. To quote Wahujin, if you're not confident enough to take a 50-50 duel with a silver player, you're gonna have problems. And apparently, I was not confident enough because I had some problems. With a fresh new account, I was excited to get this journey started. Because I had some basic knowledge of the map, after getting my 2 games, I had anticipated getting a rank somewhere in the upper silvers. And to my surprise, I got... drumroll please. Silver 1. So I am quite legit, starting from the bottom. Great. Moving on from that, week 1 was fairly basic. I would come home after work in the mornings and clean up and hop straight into it. My warm-up in total took around 2 hours, with a mix of aim training, map breakdowns. It was quite a lot of information at one time. I was constantly referring back to the notes and videos I had watched to make sure I was practicing correctly so I didn't make bad habits. I was also making sure that I was taking decent breaks in between different lessons, that way I did not tire myself out mentally. Learning this map was fairly simple and more on the end of reinforcing, as I had already known a handful of lineups dealing with T side and a few lineups with retakes on CT side. The main goal was to learn the skill jump from window to cat, as well as focusing on my aim. Learning map knowledge was not something I spent a lot of time doing. Like I had said before, this was a map I already had a basic understanding of. Once Saturday came, I was able to go all the way from Silver 1 to Silver 4, a good way to start, and as much as I would love to show you videos of my games, most of them, if not all of them, have been corrupted or not properly recorded, as I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing. What I do have for you, however, is proof of my consistency. For the first week, I was fairly consistent, though I never did post-game breakdown. I will talk about this later. On Wednesday, we can see that I did not do deathmatch nor my games. That's because I was hanging out with family and friends that day. Which in fact, I do have friends, mother. Thank you very much. And here I have my aim labs information for week 1. To be completely honest, I can't tell what most of this information means. However, it looks cool and it makes me feel like I'm tracking numbers. Before moving on, I'm going to try to do a segment of the week every week that's called
Clip of the Week.
Throwing fire. Grenade out.
With week 2, I ended up getting onto Inferno. Inferno is a fairly new map, one that I have never really played outside of this week. Learn time ended up becoming a little bit more throughout the week because I was making sure I knew my callouts. I was making sure to get some basic smokes for B site, some decent smokes for A site, though I clearly need to learn a little bit more and I will have to come back to this map eventually. However, by the end of the week, I was able to get to Silver Elite in both Mirage and Inferno. Moving on to
Clip of the Week.
Throwing fire. Incendiary out. Terrorists win. You think you can kill us?
Clearly, this video is a lot shorter than the past one. I'm still fairly new at making these videos. It takes a lot more energy than I had originally anticipated, and making a video within a single day is much more difficult than what I could have imagined. My previous video I had made within a course of about 2 weeks, whereas this one, 2 days. This is clearly visible in the quality of production, but just as I intend on improving at CS, over time, I intend on improving at my video making skills so that my quality can increase. The whole thing was frustrating. I didn't have a lot of video, my audio was messed up, and I had to like just pull out demos and record from there. It took me way too long to figure out what was wrong. It took me, I don't know, just doing this thing in 2 days felt rushed. I mean, like I'm not it's not bad, or at least, I mean, not compared to what I can do, but it's not bad. It's just not, I don't know, is what it is type beat. I'll be gone for a week, so I'm gonna play 1 week of Nuke for this upcoming week, and then after that I'll be gone. Beyond that, don't really know. I hope to keep doing this. Like, it's fun to make the jokes in the videos and whatnot. I just, hopefully, if my recording software actually records properly this time, now that I've got it fixed, I'll actually be able to make a little bit different type of video. That's because I was originally hoping, but I kind of had to stick with the random Google clips for every 3 seconds, which is fun, but I wanted to do some in-game stuff. But either way, you have a blessed one.